Thank you, Dee. I appreciate you. Yeah. We act like we don't eat around people ever. It's just crazy when people are like, well, why are you eating in front of a camera? When you go out to eat with your family or friends, do you not see them eat? Just wondering. Do you never have dinner with people? Hanging in there. I'm at a new place until next Friday, so thank you. Ugh. Maybe you just haven't watched my videos enough, but I do have struggles with eating. So like, even though you are talking to yourself, you know, I see that, oh my god, I should be ashamed to be eating on live. I should be self-conscious. I'm like, obviously you're not saying I should, you're saying your own experience. But, you know, with my struggles, it's just something that isn't really helpful to say in my life. Yeah. Understand that you weren't meaning harm. It's just the way I take it and the struggles I have. You said that that you're too self-conscious and you would be too self-conscious to eat in live. And you know, that's how my brain interprets it, especially with the other people who say stuff. That's just how my brain automatically interprets it. It's my problem, not yours. I just, you know, yeah. But it's okay. We can move on from it. We can move on from it. Are there napkins? There are paper towels. Perfect. Yeah. This is really cute. And I'm not sharing it with anyone. So I have my own separate entrance. She told me automatically on my interview at Wednesday that I would hear back on Monday. So nope, not yet. So what do I have on the agenda? Nothing. I don't know if there's a grocery store in walking distance. There's a lot of stuff nearby. I just don't know if there's a grocery store so I can get some stuff. No. I did not. Nope. So, it's okay. I'm assuming you're talking about the school district one that was going to be more long-term. Yeah, they never emailed me back, so yeah, whatever. Guess it's just not meant to be. It's okay. Yeah, it's just a palette from Five Below. So it's good. I just got my next Airbnb, so she did message me, the host, that she does have someone staying here in the middle of next month, but she does welcome long-term stays. But I looked at the price and it's pretty expensive. Oh yeah, I like it. I mean, it doesn't have a kitchen. It just has a microwave and a mini crock pot and a mini fridge. But yeah, actually, I don't think there's a freezer, so I can't get frozen stuff, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it's like a little tiny studio. Yeah, it was up today. Yeah, and this is in a lot better area. My care manager was very happy to hear that I was leaving that area. She was a little nervous. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Don't know how this is gonna make my stomach feel, but it sure is good. It was definitely yummy. No, I have another one because she is being very aggressive and threatening. So yeah. I know, but sometimes it's just not positive. Like, how do I say it? It's not, I completely understand, like, you want to be comforting, you want me to not worry, but when I have been in abusive situations before, you know, all the doubt that other people said, it still ended up with abuse. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, I don't think it'll happen, I'm just gonna take the chance. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter if it's a trigger. It doesn't matter. I can't risk it. It's so much easier to say, no, the situation is not okay. It's not just a trigger. It's so much easier to say when you're not experiencing it all. Like, she sent threats. Like, she's been very aggressive. Like, I can't risk that. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, yeah, I understand my PTSD is triggered, but this situation is also, regardless of if you have PTSD or not safe. Okay. All right. Hi there, Helly. How are you? All right, Keely. They're not direct enough. She knows what she's doing. They're not direct enough to take action. You'll have to check out my stories. Yeah. And, like, she's flat out said the police won't believe me. So if anything were to happen, why is she already making the expectation that the police would not believe me? Yeah, no, I can't risk it. Yeah. I'm safe. I'm at another Airbnb until next Friday. I guess I am gonna try getting into a shelter next week. Please ask the company. I've tried before with the last abusive situation and they refused to help me. So yeah, they're not very helpful, especially because she's already given them that same story that my last landlord has, with the abuser. So it's very much just in line with what happened last time, to where anything happens, they won't believe me. They're not making sure I'm safe. Like, no, I was looking for a monthly rate hotel and they're like $1,500. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And even this place for a month, it's still about $1,500. The only places I can find for like $900 are not in good spots. Thank you. She is not my landlord. She is my neighbor. And she has very much preyed on the past abuse that I went through last time and very much imitated it. Right, yeah. Like, I was paying $817 for my whole apartment with all utilities included, and everything is way more expensive. So I won't hear back about the interview until Monday. Yeah, I might have to try that. And not have a GoFundMe. You know, I know people get very mad when I do anything like that. But, you know, I'm never going to change their mind. So, I don't know. I could potentially make a GoFundMe, but, yeah. Yeah, I just never have done that. Thank you for the heart puff. Hi, RB. How are you? There, girl, I have my own Reddit now, and yeah, and they are very much doubting my entire story and going off to someone who does not have any evidence of any statements they're producing at all. People will ignore anything to producing at all. People will ignore anything to believe what they want to believe. So, you know what? But I deleted my Reddit app. All right, thank you, Keely. No, you can't even apply for one. They're closed off. Yeah, they're in such a high demand here that they rarely open it up to new people. I'm just going through things. New York. I don't know. I mean, especially this year. It's gonna be hard. Kind of salad. It's just a garden salad with ranch. New York. Yeah, I'm in New York. Probably not. I'm not leaving, but I'm not in New York City. I'm far away from New York City. I'm closer to Ohio and Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm recently no contact, so I feel that. It's not like everyone just thinks here is super expensive. I live 6 hours away from New York City. The prices here are nothing like in New York City. Like I said, my apartment was $817 with all utilities included. Jessica? Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a per diem job. I just couldn't pick up any shifts this week because I was dealing with all of this. Next week's spring break, so I can't pick up then. So I'm waiting to hear back from that other job on Monday, and I do have another interview on Monday as well. So the other one is a full-time job, so yeah. I hope so. I would like to work there. Yeah, it went really well. It was a really good interview, so I'm hopeful. Thanks, guys. No, because I don't have their contact information, unfortunately. Normally I do, but I don't have contact information. Yeah, that's a good idea. Normally I do. I just have been going through so much that it did not even cross my mind. I literally always do, but my mind has other things it's thinking about, so I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I'll try to do that today. I understand, Keely. I totally get. I will. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. That's okay. Thank you. I know, it's pretty bad right now. I don't think you can DM photos still on TikTok. It's crazy. Yeah, I believe on Instagram. You would just have to tell me to go look, because I am not currently going on Instagram. I'm following that or Facebook. I'm posting things. I just go on and post, and then I log off for my mental health. So, yeah, you would just have to tell me to go check. Thanks, love. Oh, that's true. How is my health? I'm still very much struggling with my stomach things. I don't know how a salad is going to go, but I was craving it, so I'm still dealing with it. It's getting worse. My primary care did finally respond to the test I had, and she did say it was abnormal. So she is going to refer me to a GI doctor. Yeah. I know. I'm just going through similar symptoms to gastroparesis. I haven't had like a big throwing up episode, but it seems to rotate with symptoms, so yeah, I've seen a GI doctor before, like long time ago, and he was not great. Not fantastic, but yeah. I do not have seizures. Nope, never had one. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you in my thoughts, Kaylee. Keely is only in the 9th grade, she says. She may not even be far enough to really be considering college. That's true. That's true, though, Rita. That is true. Yeah. I really like this little place. It's cute. Small, but you don't have to share it with anyone, so. Oh, yeah, it goes by so fast. It is really hard to get a job, for sure. But the one I interviewed Wednesday, they did tell me, she did tell me they're hiring multiple people, so I feel pretty good about it. I don't know about the other job I'm interviewing for on Monday. Nashville, oh cool. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a little studio. It doesn't have a kitchen, but it has like a bathroom. There's no closet, but there's a dresser and stuff, so it has what I need. Oh, thank you so much, Sophie. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, Rita. I would. I'm just concerned because of my safety right now. I'm concerned that people would be able to search and recognize the place. That's what I'm concerned about. You know? Yeah. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah. Yeah. Based on how a certain person has already posted trying to make sure I don't get hired anywhere, or at least asking for advice to make sure that no one will hire me, I'm a little concerned how much they would sabotage me more. So I don't know her name on here. I don't have any information of her, so there's even no way to block her. So yeah. No, she's already doing that for herself. Well, there's still a lot of people who believe her, unfortunately, but, you know, it is what it is. Thank you. Yeah, I could. I was looking, but there's nowhere really in my price range that I had. And now I don't have a lot saved up to afford a longer stay. I don't have much. We don't need to talk about how much I have. So yeah. This post did say, because I did tell her I'm just like looking for an apartment and need a place to stay. She does have someone staying in the middle of May, but she says she does long-term stays, and I do really like this in this area. However, it's like, excuse me, it's like $1,500 a month, which is a little crazy. No, we don't have an Urban Outfitters here. Yeah, anytime I eat, it hurts and cramps really bad. So, yeah. I had a gastric emptying study last week. And it did come back as abnormal. So my doctor messaged me yesterday, and she's going to refer me to a GI specialist. Hopefully, what can help? I don't know if your comment came through. I just see it helps with GI symptoms. Sometimes I can, Ava. I haven't had a really big flare-up with throwing up in a while, but I do have to be very careful because that does happen. It does happen. Hasn't happened in a long time, quite a while now, but it does happen. A little too much more than I'd like. But, hey, Tiana. I hate when my brain starts thinking. My brain just started thinking again, and then now I'm like in that frame of thought. So, I would really like it if it would stop. Okay. I'm sorry you have to publicly see someone eating, because you never eat with friends or people at a table and eat. It's just so odd to have to see another human being eating, right? So weird, so yucky. It's feeding my face while I'm on live. How weird. I never see any human being ever feed themselves. It's so odd. There's really not a lot of options with assistants here. No, my care manager came over and we fill out an application for temporary assistance, but that was it. I know, I keep saying that. That's why I keep saying I was craving it, but I know it's not going to sit well. I do know that. I do know that, but I'm craving it. And I just wanted it. I wanted something green and somewhat healthy. But yeah, people don't understand that. That's why I don't eat a lot of veggies and stuff like that, because it is hard for my tummy, but I really needed it, and it's really good. Yeah. For real slippery. For real, Sabrina, I'm happy for it. I'm happy I got it. Right. Especially because I do have an eating disorder. I'm like, if I really want something so bad, I'm gonna eat it because it's better than... It makes the regurgitation worse. This is carbonated, but if you've drinking these, if you've had these before, you know that the carbonation is not much. It's not like soda. So I've been tolerating this okay. Those go flat so fast. I don't have a diagnosis of gastroparesis, but I do have gastroparesis like symptoms, and we're trying to figure out what it is right now. I'm still trying to figure out the whole diagnosis thing. Oh yeah, of course. It does open me up to a lot of hate though. Yeah. But yeah, I know what it's like to feel alone, and I guess I would prefer to get the hate and the bullying than not to have people feel alone and suffer. What are my symptoms? I have stomach cramping. I regurgitate my food after eating. It is disgusting. It comes back up. I have excessive gas after I eat. I can throw up whole meals like more than 12 hours after I eat when it should have been done digested. So there's more, but that's all I can think of right now. Oh, early satiety. This is the most I've eaten in a very long time, like at once. It is very hard for me to eat food. I get full after a couple of bites. This is the most I've eaten in a long time. Right, yeah. Do I get diarrhea? Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. Good to see you, Mandy. How are you today, Mandy? Yeah, that's true. And then the people who have had mental health issues are sometimes just as hateful because they think that only their symptoms and what they have experienced is valid. So when it comes to other things like struggling with hygiene, struggling with cleanliness, struggling with stable jobs and employment because you have recurrence of symptoms, they get very judgmental. And like, just because you didn't experience it does not mean it's not valid. Everyone's mental illness looks completely different. And that's why I will never recommend medications to people, because everyone's experience, everyone's illness, everyone's cause of illness is so different. And I mean, you can see like everyone's like, oh, this medication works so well for me, in the comments be like, it didn't work for me. Like, it's such a personal thing, and just because you didn't experience it does not mean it's not valid. That's exciting, man. Oh yeah, BPD is very stigmatized. It took me forever to get that off my chart because I was kind of just irresponsibly diagnosed with it in the hospital. And like, that's something that like you need to have like a good relationship and a good story to be diagnosed with. But like, barely knowing me, in 3 days in the hospital, they diagnosed it and put it on my chart. And it has been like, I just got it off like 9 years later off my chart after fighting it for so much. Because I'm like, well, one, I don't have it, but two, like, the fact that I'm receiving so much mistreatment for them, like, carelessly putting it on my chart is not okay. There are a lot of providers who are just very not nice to people who have BPD, and it sucks. So yeah, I finally got it off my chart. You know, my symptoms are very much PTSD, And so many people who have PTSD are often misdiagnosed as BPD. So many people who have autism are misdiagnosed as BPD. Some people have, especially women with ADHD that's undiagnosed, get diagnosed as BPD. It's hard. It's hard. Yep, exactly, Sabrina. It is so hard. If you're able to, I recommend getting out of community practices. That's what's really changed my treatment, is getting out of community practices. If I have the option to not share my chart, I don't. Except like with medical providers, but like mental health providers, if I don't have to share my chart, I will not. And that's really changed my treatment completely. Yeah, BPD and PTSD. Yeah, it's hard. I can only imagine. Yeah. I'm finally out of private practice, and for both psychiatry and therapy, and such a difference. Oh, it's hard. I understand. It's hard. It is ridiculous. I am so sorry. Finally, I got it off my chart. People who have taken the time to get to know me very much understand my symptoms and understands what causes them. But those people who just go off whatever is on your chart, it's not helpful. So, okay. This sucks. I wish there was a freezer, but there is no freezer, so I can't get anything frozen. So I'm gonna have to stick to like refrigerated stuff. I do have a microwave, so even if I just got like cups of mac and cheese or something. Yeah. Oh, is there a hamper? Oh, that's cool. There's a hamper. I mean, it's probably more for towels, but I will use it. There's a scale. We'll not be using that. Definitely not. Yeah. And I mean, I'm on Medicaid, and I have a private practice provider, a therapist, and psychiatrist. So it can be harder to find someone who accepts Medicaid, because usually the ones that do are filled up. But if you look hard enough, if you stay determined, you can absolutely find someone in private practice. So once I finish, trying to tell what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I'm in an Airbnb, so this isn't permanent housing. But, that's not a comfy pillow. So. Right now it's okay. In the current moment. So, yeah. Thank you. Oh, there is like hangers up there. So I can hang clothes up there. I very much would stay here long term. Expensive. But my care manager was very happy I was out of that area. Very happy. Hi, Jen. How are you? I don't know. I'll have to see. Even if they did agree to it, I would have to leave and come back because they do have someone already booked for mid-May. So I even can extend this. I can extend it until, like, before they come. There is a little bit of buffer, but I am looking into probably interviewing for a shelter. So, I don't know. Don't feel great about that, but it is what it is. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, it is, and I can walk to places. There's a coffee shop in walking distance, guys. And I saw a Tim Hortons. I don't know if there's anything else, but there is a Tim Hortons, and there is, like, a local coffee shop. So, yeah. Ah, man. Yeah. Yep. I just said my stomach was feeling okay. Oh, thank you so much. That is so cute. Thank you. I was literally just saying my stomach felt fine, and it just hit. Just hit. Like, I'm starting to feel like the oncoming of the cramps. Yeah. So it's a good area. So. It's okay. Thanks, you too, Sabrina. Yeah, I actually did eat. I ate a salad, which I know I should not have because my stomach is not going to handle it well. But quite frankly, my stomach doesn't handle anything well, and I was craving a salad, and if I'm actually willing to eat, I'm going to eat. So I ate the fucking salad. I ate the fucking salad, and it was good. I don't regret it yet, so, yeah. Yeah. No, they did not. Nope. My doctor messaged me yesterday to refer me to a GI specialist because she did say that my emptying study was abnormal. I'm in New York. Yeah. I am. They let me check in early, so that was nice. I feel like I alternate though, because I feel right now what I'm experiencing is more of it still not digesting, but going straight through, and again, not digesting still, or it stays in my stomach and then it comes back up. So either way, it's just a nightmare. I feel okay right now. It's very up and down, a lot of process. When I start to really think, then everything is ruined. So, oh really? Okay. Yeah. I don't know, but I am getting referred to a GI specialist, so yeah. Thank you, Jen. I just don't know how long it'll take to get in. Yeah. So mine, my gastric emptying study with the symptoms I'm showing at the time, mine showed late dumping syndrome. So basically, the stomach, my food system, my stomach, and then rapidly just exits and again isn't digested. That's what it shows then, but obviously if I'm digesting or if I'm throwing up whole meals at other times, like more than 12 hours later, I'm also experiencing that. And I think I alternate between the two, which I have heard from other people as well. Yeah. Ugh, that's a lot, Michelle. Man. But right now I'm really experiencing the other side of it. I haven't had a throwing up flare up in a while, so I don't know. It is so much fun. So much fun, Gia. I love it. Ooh. I'm sure I'll be back on later today. I think I'm just going to relax and try. I'm so close to finishing this book. So hopefully I can finish this book. So, especially now that I'm like in a safe area. I might even go, like my access is in the backyard, so I might even go outside and sit out there and read outside because it is warm today. It is warm. Like I don't have a cardigan on because it's warm. So, yeah. Thanks, Jessica. I love you, girl. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to use the bathroom and then chill out. And I will see you guys later.